we have up next is Are You Still Watching? Specifically Wonder Woman. It's also on the Disney Plus platform after Soul was released. We had Wonder Woman 1984 was released. Wonder Woman unfortunately got a bunch of mixed reviews and was pinned against, mainly because it was pinned against Patty Jenkins' original Wonder Woman.
Which you did not like. Crazy.
I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like, it's a good film, but like, I don't
It's
know.
a great film.
Maybe I need to watch it again, but I just can't get over that one scene where like she strips off the trench coat to walk through the trenches and the bullets stop her.
That was hard. That was hard. That was hard.
It seemed very like.
That's the biggest criticism of this one. There's not enough Wonder Woman. It's too much Diana. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's hard. We needed more of that. Way more of that.
I don't know.
What are your general thoughts of Wonder Woman before we get into like
spoilers? Wonder Woman the character or Wonder Woman 1984?
The movie.
So, okay, here's the thing. I love Gal Gadot in this film. I love her playing this role. I think if I could have thought about anybody playing Wonder Woman, I would have never thought Gal Gadot, but I'm glad somebody else thought of Gal Gadot and picked her. Like, I think she's perfect for this. My frustration largely falls into there not being one, but two villains, and one of the villains being hugely lackluster, and the other villain that we wanted more from, we only got a taste of. So, Pedro Pascal, the actor, plays Maxwell Lord, who was the villain in 1984. Throughout the whole film, pretty much Maxwell is just trying to not be considered a loser to the world and his son. So he does every freaking means he could think of to kind of like...
Don't spoil it.
Just kind of just be not a loser. And if that just feels like his only character goal trait and all that. And then if the whole point is to not be considered a loser to your fucking son, why you got your son out here in the most dangerous settings, all for you to be not a loser? Like,
relax.
Let's be honest. If the whole driving force was to like have your son view you as low key king, I would think you would have try to have a better relationship, or at least try to protect him in a lot of scenarios. Second thing, Kristen Wiig. I love Kristen Wiig. Mm-hmm. I love Cheetah, the villain. I love the idea of villain. When you look into like the comic books of Cheetah is badass. The only time we got a sense of Cheetah was like the end of the film. Like when she's full on Cheetah, it's the fucking end of the film. Like who wants to wait? Like
all right,
almost 2 hours.
You're done.
Shut up. Who wants to wait 2 hours?
Because you're just going through all the spoilers, bro. Just wait 5 seconds. God. No,
everybody knows it's gonna be Cheetah, but how is that a spoiler if it's literally like you gotta wait till the end of the movie to get Cheetah?
All right, you know what? I'm gonna take the ball. I'm gonna pass it back to you in a second, but I'm gonna go over some more general things really quick. Because you have a lot of fire for it. Yeah. All right. So generally, the movie is about greed and excess, which is not a bad thing for a movie to be about, and it's about the antidote to this being, the antidote being like people have to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So that's an admirable thing. That's kind of cool. Greed at what cost? All that kind of stuff. I will say you did mention the two villains. This isn't spoilers. I'll say that the villains are definitely stereotypical. I will get more into that in just a second. That is a big critique that a lot of people are throwing out. It's a very long movie. I think it's like 2.5 hours. It's something crazy, bro.
It is pretty long.
Patty Jenkins said she wishes it was 15 minutes longer. I'm like, wow. It's pretty insane.
It's 141 minutes. That's already 2 hours and 21 minutes.
So yeah, that's pretty crazy. I will say that there are periods where the action is pretty cool. Like in the beginning, I like the mall scene. Like stuff like that is dope. It's just nowhere near enough action. That's definitely, I think, a pretty consistent thing for a lot of people. And the last thing I definitely want to say is, if you're someone who just likes to watch superhero films and you're not too worried about like actual like things making sense or like development of character arcs and stuff, just turn your brain off, go enjoy it, have a good time. And
not turn your brain off.
No, but also too, like, I think this film is definitely going to resonate a little better with people who actually lived through the 80s, because there was a lot of attention to detail in like the costumes and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And I've heard that like what they tried to do was really make it feel like Indiana Jones film at times, or make it feel like a Ghostbusters film, but with a lot
I
of
can
like
see that.
dialogue and stuff like that. So that's cool, I guess. I
I
mean,
can see that.
I didn't live to the 80s, so I don't know. But yeah, so that's all positive things. At this point, let's go ahead and run through some more detailed stuff, spoilers and all. I'll kick it off real quick. The beginning, man, like that's my favorite part when she's like little Diana running through like
I love
amazing.
I need more of that. Like I loved that in the original Wonder Woman when we actually get to see who the Amazonians, right?
Yeah.
The Amazonians. Like I love. Honestly, they could just make a movie where it's just the Amazonians and it's more. I would fucking love it.
Yes.
But we only get like 5 minutes in every fucking movie.
This is the best part. Also, too, at this point, if you notice at the end when she cheated, her mom had that real. I don't know if it's her mom, whatever, whoever the lady is.
It's the guard. It's like the general, like the female general for the like right hand of her mom, who is the queen.
No doubt. She had that speech with her about what was it? Your time will come. You're not ready yet. Basically, all culminated to her saying that you
gotta be willing to take his shortcuts. It did.
No, the sacrifice part is a part of it, but she definitely mentions the whole shortcuts part. And my biggest issue with that is that's never fleshed out in the movie again. It's just like they threw that in there. It just never came back to it.
I mean, technically, they could say her trying to have the love of her life while also trying to be Wonder Woman was a shortcut. Like he died. You got to be okay. I can see where they would say that, but yeah. I need a little bit more emphasis on the shortcut.
All right. So then we keep pushing along, you know what I'm saying? Eventually we see Kristen Wiig. All right, cool. I like Kristen Wiig. It's dope. Why is Kristen Wiig this stereotypical bumbling, like
nerdy, I can't walk in heels?
Like she does it well because like she's definitely a comedic actor, but it's just like in a superhero film, it's just like I thought we were past having these like stereotypical characters. And then she does the whole like 90s teenage film, I'm ugly or whatever, and then I put on a dress, I look totally different.
No, the I'm ugly because I wear glasses. Let me take off my glasses and whip my hair, bro. That's literally what that shit was.
I get it. She was becoming Diana, but still, bro, I just didn't like that whole like trope being a part of this film. And at the same time, when we're introduced to Max Lord, he's like the stereotypical like rich guy who's just evil for the sake of being evil, even though like his evil is never fleshed out. He's just evil for evil's sake. It's just
that's what I'm saying. They drop in there like, I don't want to be a loser to my son. Then also, I'm not gonna lie, it could be me. I was kind of confused because they didn't like. He looks like an Asian kid.
Bro, oh my god, that bothered me so much.
He looks like an Asian kid, and Max Lord is clearly a Latino character. So, like, they're not saying there aren't like Latino Asians. Like, not saying that.
Respectful.
But I am. But that confused me very, very much. Like that, the identity of the son, and then him having this whole relationship where he doesn't want to be considered a loser to his son. And he wants to always just kind of like protect his son and give him the best, but he always puts his son is constantly in situations where he could get hurt. And then at the very end, out of nowhere, he's like, "My son, I'm ready to give up all these evil ways." Like
what? Also, like, where did the son come from? Like, who dropped him off? Like, where's the mom?
Bro,
it just like popped up.
That's what I was wondering. So I was like, okay, he's Latino. Maybe the mom was like Asian.
Bro.
I was very confused. I'm not gonna lie, the identity threw me off a lot, and then the relationship with the son was even more like, what is going on? I'm so confused.
Bro. And then as we move forward, right, after like the whole wishes thing, which all right, we're gonna talk about the whole
he became
stone.
The wish.
But even before I think he even became the wish at the party when Diana already like wished for Steve to come back and all that stuff had happened. Bro, why did they decide to have Steve come back in the body of another person? Like, I
didn't understand that either, bro. I was just like, why didn't they just do like a little thing where they did like we're in her eyes is closed and she's a little mama where it's like him, but then she opens her eyes and it's the face of the regular body that the person is. But we know as the audience that is her love interest. That threw me off too.
And I watched my guy Chris Stuckman on YouTube. Check him out. He's definitely a dope reviewer. He was like, I kept thinking the whole movie, like, does this guy have a family? Are they not worried? Like, he just disappeared for 2 weeks? Like, that's a whole guy with the whole life. Like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Does he have to go to work in the morning?
Then he popped up at the end. I love the snow. Like,
Total
what?
Hallmark Lifetime movie moment. I was like, okay, whatever. Also, too, bro, look, when Kristen Wiig got her powers and like the whole gym scene, that was awkward and super cheesy. Could have did without that.
Kristen Wiig got up hers in the gym. She didn't go to the gym. She was like running. And then she saw the dude who low key tried to attack her. Then it's
before that, she went to the gym to test out her powers and she was like picking up the weights and stuff. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right, we didn't need that. That could turn off like 10
They
minutes.
could have done like us seeing her get her powers by seeing that dude and then having that more of a like intenser scene. You get what I'm saying? And maybe having even Diana having to intervene in that moment, like.
Also, too, how do they know? How does that guy know about the powers of the stone? That's never explained. Like, how did he know? Like,
yeah, because he's not a geologist. He's a con artist. So how did he gather this much information to know that there's this powerful stone out there? Also, how was he able to donate money if he was broke?
Yeah, where did that come from? I didn't even think about that. Also,
he donated millions to the geology department. Y'all didn't get the check yet? Oh, so I think their basis still off of the time period where niggas accepted checks. Y'all just cashed that shit in 3 days. Like it had to be. It had to be.
All right, and here's the thing: all this we just talked about is all in the first act, which is like literally, bro, like an hour and 20 minutes long. Like, why is this setup so long? Oh my god! I was like looking at the time of the movie, like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Just to fast forward through all this other stuff, bro. Like, it had one point we were talking about like American intervention. I can't say the word. How America intervenes in like other countries to like take oil and stuff.
Oh like yeah.
They should have fleshed that out. That would have been a dope thing. They just mentioned.
it. And it was nice to see Gal Gadot in like pretty much her, not her country of origin for real, but just like her origin. That was nice to see because Gal Gadot, if you know, is like I think she's like she's Israeli. So it was nice to she's from Israel. So it was nice to see her. I did like that scene where it was like she was back, I believe, in Israel or in the Middle East somewhere, and the little girl seeing Wonder Woman who looks like her saved her. Like I did like that little bit in the movie.
All right, if we can push forward towards the end so we can wrap this up, bro. Look, the whole wishes thing where everybody gets their wishes and it turns to chaos, I thought they overdid that or whatever. But here's my thing too, is like at the end when she's speaking to the TV, tell everybody renege on your wishes or whatever, like give them back. So like everybody gets back their wishes, and then what? Like, does everybody not remember? I mean, everybody remembers what happened before, so it's not.
I mean, she remembers, so that means everybody needs to remember.
Are there not more questions? That there was like nukes in the air. People had $1 million 5 seconds ago. Like, why would you give your wish back? That made no sense. Like, bro, what? I'm not giving my wish back. That was crazy.
It depends on the wish, bro. Like, it really depends on the wish.
No, that was
like absurd. If I had a wish of $1 million, like I can't see how that would be bad. But the wishing like I was famous, that means I'm getting a bunch of attention all the time that I didn't necessarily want. Like I want a mild amount of attention. Or like when he said, I wish you would just drop dead. I'm sure he didn't really just mean that. It was just like he was a bit of rage. But $1 million wish, I don't know if I can get that back.
Finally, at the end, we finally see the fight with Kristen Wiig, where she pops. There's two. She popped up at the White House. Or I don't know how she knew they were at the White House. Whatever. I'm not going to talk about that.
That was very interesting. Hey, maybe she learned from the Trump supporters how to, invade the Capitol.
Yeah, there you go. It was dope. They had what's his name? Was it Ronald Reagan? The Ronald Reagan lookalike president. That was kind of cool. Whatever. But at the end, man, to your point, when he gives back his wish and is done with everything, the film wants you to feel sorry for him when he gets his son back. Why would we feel sorry for him? Like, why are you trying to force this emotion on me of like all is good? Kristen Wiig and him had redeeming characteristics. Like, bro, it's just too much, man. And
in the end, like Kristen Wiig was very much Kristen Wiig, cute cheetah. Was like, no, I'm not giving my wish back. Fuck that. I like this. I'm a fucking feline. Like, no. And then all of a sudden she like tackles the shit. How did she not become like, did she give her wish back? I'm very confused.
I didn't even see her say it. It just kind of like they took it from her.
Yeah, and then she's looking to the sky and everything because like I thought she was very adamant about keeping her wish.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. All in all, man, it's an experience. not happy with where things are going for DC. Hopefully that Batman movie is something special. We can get back on the boards. Yeah. Want to move on to the next one?
Yes. So moving along,